Okay, I just took the pot out the oven. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Hi, I'm back. My onions have been washed. My green peppers have been washed. And we're ready to go to the next step. I told you in a previous video that if you want to make sure that your pot is ready and it's going to be nice and sizzling, listen to this. Yeah, that's what you want to hear. Then you know that you're ready to get ready to do some awesome cooking, because the pot is already hot. I'm quite sure there are other pots that do this, but I like the cast iron pot the most. I'm using a little bit of olive oil just to coat the pan, because here are the short ribs here, and my husband seasoned them up. I also took out some garlic and onion powder, some parsley, black pepper, and I love Badia. I took that out also, but the way it's going, I may not need to do that, because the seasoning is just right. Yes, make sure you always have your, oh, that's kind of hot. Have your pot holders available. Do you remember when we used to make these pot holders? I wonder if they still have those little kits. Okay, if anyone knows of that, please let me know. Send me a message. Okay, listen to this, y'all. And what we're doing now is called braising. My husband is the one that introduced me to this, because I don't know how to cook like this. My mother may have done it. I don't remember. But it's some good eating. It's a long process. To me, it's a long process, because when he first cooked it, I couldn't understand how come the meat had to take 4 to 5 hours to cook. But in any event, this is a meal that he's always cooked. I've never done this. So we can see. So what I'm doing is turning it. That's what he told me to do. I think I'm going to let it get a little bit more browner before I turn it. I'm noticing that, you ever notice that when you put your meat in the, whatever you're frying it in or whatever, that once you start adding meat to it, the heat goes down. So I just put the heat up a little bit higher now. Now also, this meat is going to cook about 4 more hours after this process is finished. So once they're kind of brown, I'm going to flip them. To me, that looks ready now. Because I love fat. I love fat. Like, Jackie, ain't you fat enough? It's okay, I still love fat. So once they're brown, I'm going to put them in another bowl and put the next set in. Okay, this first batch is still braising. I'm just going to add a little bit of this in here, because I love the seasoning. I also like the Goya, but with the Goya adobo, it tends to be a little salty, and I don't want a chance messing up this meat and it being salty. And this is my first time doing it. I may be banned from cooking it the next time. So I just gonna put that on there, I want to put it on the other side also. I'll tell you one thing, y'all, it smells good. I'm tempted to put a clove of garlic in there, but my husband doesn't like garlic like I like garlic. So I don't think I'll do that to him. That's not nice. Even though I want to. I was talking about my mother and, you know, saying how she used to come to the bed with the turkey butt on Thanksgiving morning and any other meal that I like that she cooked. My mother could really cook cabbage. And you're talking about somebody that could make some chitlins? Oh my God. Lord, have mercy, Jesus. She could make chitlins. But I thought about it, that even though I don't have any biological children, I parent my children how my mother parented me. A lot of people would think, oh, you spoiled. And I probably am, or was spoiled by my mother. But that's how I was raised. And I was raised with a lot of love. I'm going to get a little bit more of this olive oil. This is virgin olive oil because I don't want anything to stick. And also, I don't know if I mentioned it, my oven is on 350. It's heating up. It hasn't made that little sound yet, so it hasn't gotten there yet. I'm putting in the second pack. Hear that? And again, as I say, always like try to put that meat, whatever meat you're cooking, let it hit the corners so you can have a lot of more room in your pan. This is going to work out okay here because these are thin cuts here. But as I was saying, I parent my children just like my mother did me. And most people would say it's spoiling. I don't consider it spoiling. I just consider it being you're giving a lot of love. Now I'm going to put these little drippings in here. Oh, Lord have mercy. That smells so good. Ooh. I consider it love. There's nothing wrong if my children say to me that they want a specific meal. I don't see anything wrong in cooking it for them. If my children said that they want something within reason, I don't see anything wrong in doing that for them. And yes, I have been accused of favoring my boys to my girls, and that's true. I love my boys. I love my daughters. Lord knows I love them. But I know I'm more partial to them. Why? I don't know. But I am. But they both all know, my boys and my girls, they know that I love them. Okay. So we'll be back. We're going to finish letting this sear or braise on both sides, and we're going to go to the next step. Okay, it is smelling delicious in this kitchen. Oh my Lord, this smells good. I was thinking that when I say I parent my children like my mother parented me, I was an only child. I was my mother's only child. And my parents were married for 9 years before I came along. So, and then after my mom got pregnant with me, my father, he was a policeman, he got stabbed. And he was stabbed near death. But thanks be to God that my father did live, but he only lived for 4 more years after I was born, and then he died when I was 4. So it was a family that had a lot of love. I have my father's love letters to my mother. Oh my God, to read the letters, whew, that man loved that woman. He would always start his letters off, to my darling wife. I tried to wait for you to come back from the store, but you took too long, so I had to leave. I had to go to work. I was like, ooh, there go that buzz, ready for it to go in. So my mother wasn't finished loving her husband. No wife is finished loving her husband. They had just had a child, finally after 9 years, and they didn't have time to really have family time together before my father died. So I was raised by my mother as a widow at 39 years old. So yes, she showered me with a lot of that love. So that's what I do. I shower my children with that kind of love. And baby, when I got my grandbabies, you know, yes, I'm guilty of you 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 do more for the grandbabies than us. Yup, I sure do. Because you know what about grandchildren? They go home, okay? They go home, and then they come back again. So it's a like, hate to see you go. Okay, see you the next time. Then when they come back, you be like, yay, yay, yay. So that's how Jacqueline loves. She loves like that. And she got it from Willie Mae Sampson, my mama. Okay, we're going to go back into this. These are looking good, y'all. So what I'm going to do is take these out. I'm going to add just a tad little bit of water. I didn't season these down like I did the previous ones because I really forgot. But I'm going to leave these little sediments in here, and I'm going to add these onions. Get them all out. And I'm going to add these peppers in here. I'm going to add some garlic powder, some parsley. I'm also going to add, my adobo padilla. I'll add that, and some black pepper. I wanted to add, I have some here. I love cilantro. I would love to add some fresh cilantro, but I really don't have any. So I probably do have some, but I gotta look for it. Okay, this is cilantro here. Let me open this up. And this is something that I learned from a little girl from my neighbor. We call her Ma. Ma always kept a pot of boiling water. Just put this top on it just for 5 minutes. I know my husband don't do it like this, but I'm going to do it like this. Okay? I'm going to put the top on it. And I'm going to let that kind of go down for about 5 minutes. Then I'm going to put the meat in there. Okay? Okay. These sausage. These peppers and onions, they look good. They smell good. I'm going to put the meat in on top of them. And I'm going to put the top on again. And just let it have time to marry with one another. And then the honeymoon is going to begin when I put the top on this pot here. And it goes in the oven for 4 hours. Boy, come on, get in there now, y'all. Woo. You know it's tempting to just take a little piece off of there. Taste it. Okay. I was telling you about Mom, how she always kept a pot of boiling water on top of the stove because she loved to drink tea. So we also like to drink tea. So we keep it on a low light, so throughout the day, if we want some tea, we can go straight to the tea kettle. Okay, guys, I'm going to come back again and let you see how it looks in about 10 minutes, and then into the oven already preheated to 350 degrees. Hi, I'm back. In the interim, I'm going to be cutting up potatoes and carrots. But I want you to see, you ever seen a potato this big? Oh my God. So, potatoes and carrots. You're going to see how this meat looks. Ooh, okay.
Call from Tashera.
Okay, that was our grandson. His mommy is on her way to drop him off. He'll be spending the night with us again tonight for church tomorrow, which I'm very happy. He loves church, and I thank God that he's able to come over and attend service with us. Okay, that's looking mighty good there, y'all. So I'll be cutting up this big butt potato and these carrots. I'm going to put the top on top of this. And it's going into the oven. It's 20 after 5. So about 20 after 8. I'm going to open it up and see what's going on. See you guys later. Okay. I just took it out the oven. It's been about almost 4 hours. And look how beautiful that looks. Doesn't that look good? Some good eating there.
Huh? What is that?
Look, honey. Look okay? Okay, so I can put my potatoes and my onion in my,
Yeah, mix it around.
Okay.
You might not get put all of it.
Okay. So maybe I'll do some on the side.
Could be.
Yeah, I'll boil some on the side. Okie dokie.
What do you say?
Okie dokie. That looks so good. I just want to taste the broth to see how the seasoning is. Look at that bone. Oof, yes. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm gonna put this back. I want to take these bones out, but I'm gonna leave them in there so it can just get all the seasoning and stuff in there. I am gonna put a little bit of, just a little bit. Stir all of that in there, because now it's going to go back in the oven for the potatoes and the carrots to get done. And I think my grandson is here. Okay, I just took the pot out the oven. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Okay. This is Sunday's dinner. Everyone have a good night. Okay. Just took the pot out the oven. Isn't that gorgeous? Sunday's dinner. Everyone have a good night. Okay. Just took the pot out the oven. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at This is Sunday's dinner. Everyone have a good night.